So, guys, there's literally only one way about this and how we must move as men today and always. I am 29 years of age and I seen this shit from afar. A long time ago. I'm talking a whole decade ago. I seen this shit from afar. I lived that lonely life of discipline when nobody else wants to get up and do what you do. Move how you move, operate how you operate, think like you think, move like you move. Nobody was willing to do that. I was. I'm talking about where I come from, the people around me, etc., etc. There's lots of us around the world that probably do move in a similar manner, but what you guys have to realize, man, is that you're not missing out on nothing besides missing out on your grind. Because if you're not moving in a particular way, the only thing you're missing out on is not leveling up. That is the only damn thing that you're missing out on. Because if you're concerned about missing out on a weekend, missing out on a party, missing out on temporary women, or whatever you could possibly think, you're out of your mind. You guys understand what a life of discipline can get you? Like, do you have any idea how good you can make things, the things you can do, the things you can achieve, the things you can accomplish, the things that you can get? Do you understand how good you can make life if you just knew what you were doing and you weren't such an idiot? I made this choice a long time ago. Like I said, I was not an idiot. Like, I feel a lot of people were. And I feel like I wasn't. So, I moved the way I moved, which was what a lot of people did not do. And, are they at where I'm at today? Did them going to those parties mean anything in the end? They're doing all that extra stuff, spending all that money on nonsense and liquor and drugs and women and partying and this and that and that and this. Did it mean anything? Does any of that ever mean anything? It does not. Sacrifice now, like Muhammad Ali. Like a quote from Muhammad Ali, sacrifice now and the rest of your life like a champion. That's what it's about. It's not about trying to be a part of the fun today. Be a part of the fun today. Go out this weekend and get some stuff instantly. It's all that instant gratification. Get all that out of your head. That is weakness for your soul. That is weakness for your body. That is weakness all the way around the board. You don't need that stuff. You need to eat the right foods. You need to get the right exercise. You need to be in the right places. You should be focused on the right things. You should be focused on doing the right things. And those 5 things alone will have you ahead of 90-some% of people on planet Earth. Because most people can't do anything. Most people don't know where to put their time and their energy. And I think what makes up our lives is understanding where to put your time and energy. Some people think they're disciplined. Some people think they're doing good. Some people think all that stuff. But it's not even close to your level of discipline. And they can't wrap their minds around how they can't get certain results in certain areas, and it's because they lack that discipline. They're not as good as they think they are. So you have to be real with yourself. Why not be lonely today and live the rest of your life like a champion? Men have to go through those periods of loneliness when you're going through the trenches, bro, because no one wants to go down there to get dirty. Nobody wants to do it. But you have to go down there and you have to get dirty. And you have to do it for an extended period of time in ways where a lot of people don't want to do that. And you come out on the other end on top. And they don't, because they did not go down there. They had to go down there. They had to go to that place. They didn't. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to listen. You guys understand how many people I even try to help that I know where I'm from, and they just don't listen? You try to tell them certain things that would literally transform their life, and they don't listen, bro. They stay stuck. They stay stupid. Nothing changes in their lives. They're actually getting far worse. They were probably happier 3 years ago than they are today, which is a huge mistake. We're supposed to be leveling up. If you continuously are more unhappy as the years are going on, you're seriously effing up badly. Like, badly, bro. I cannot tell you guys how shitty my early 20s were. I would say from 20 to 25. Worst years of my life. And it's because of the stuff that I had to put myself through to get to where I've gotten to today. And by 25 to 29, let's say right up to now, I've been on the incline. And that's the goal. You have to build. And when you start to build at first, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Real ugly. It's all this adversity. It's not a straight arrow up. It's some years of adversity, not knowing what's gonna happen, not knowing if what you're doing is gonna work. There's so many question marks. Everyone around you thinks you're fucking crazy. Like, there's so many things that goes on. And it's just going to be you and God. And that's what you have to trust in. You have to trust in yourself. You have to trust in God. You have to trust in God's plan for you. No one's going to understand it. Don't expect anybody to understand it. Because you're going to come out on top, bro, and people's going to understand it then. People's going to respect you then. That's all that matters. Do you think everyone believed in Conor McGregor when he was on his rise in MMA at first, when he was coming up? The fellow from Ireland. No one's ever competed in the UFC in Ireland. No one's ever won from Ireland. He comes in guns blazing. He believed in himself. He believed in God's plan. And he put in the work. He was in the trenches. He literally lived every single day for that. So tell me that men don't have to go through these periods of isolation and loneliness to get yourself to where you need to be. It's exactly how it is. And when you do it, you come out on top. You're going to be seen. You're going to be heard very, very loud. It's going to be very quiet for so many years, and that's how it is at first. And then eventually, you crack the code. Now people see you. Now people notice you. Now people respect you. Now people want to be next to you. Now people want to talk to you. Everybody wants something from you. And it's because you've created so much damn value, bro, that people cannot get away from you. It's like people want a spot in your life. Let's just say that. People want to be friends with you. Women want you. There's a whole lot of things that is going to take place. And it's because of who you've become. It's because of the work you've done. Do you think people would view you the same if you just wasted your life like a bum? And you just went out all the time, and you weren't disciplined, you didn't have a good head on your shoulders, and you just drank alcohol, and you weren't disciplined, and you're just a lousy bum. Do you think people would view you the same? Are you hearing me right now? Do you think it would be that way? No. Absolutely not. But it will be that way when you go through the trenches. Because all men must do it. All men must sacrifice. We've gotten away from that for the most part in modern society. A lot of men out here, bro, they just want a quick piece of tail. They just want a quick this. They just want a quick that. They just want a woman. They just want this. It's just all this stuff. When the only thing you should be wanting is to be the best version of yourself, because everything you want is just going to come. Work hard now, get laid later. You just can live by that. Like, let all these other clowns do what they gotta do, bro, because the women they mess around with, they're not gonna keep them anyways. They're just gonna mess around. They're gonna try to get in their pants, and they're gonna try to get them drunk and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, they get older and they're bums. They live that whole party life phase, and now they're bums with no discipline. And now you're fresh as a daisy because you were disciplined, and you can have whatever you want. You can have women that's fresher than fresh. Mr. Clean as a woman. Because you're Mr. Clean as a man. That's what you can have. You can have the baddest chicks. I should say the baddest chick. Because that's what you should want. One bad chick in your life. And when I say bad, I mean good looking. Good looking and the right woman in your life. That every other dude cannot touch. They can see, they can't touch. And you can have her. All of her. Forever. Until the end of time. And that's the goal as a man, bro. The goal as a man is to have a woman like that. That very good looking woman. That no man can touch. And that is very respectable. Men's going to look at you, bro, and be like, damn, man, he's got it made. He's got it good. And you know why he's got it made? And you know why he's got it good? Because he was disciplined. Because he put in so much damn work. He's become a very respectable man. And he's going to get the best of the best because he became the best. So for you men watching this video, if you're not focused on becoming your best, like, my question to you is, what the f*** are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Anything other than getting your life completely together and becoming the best version of yourself, anything other than that, you're literally wasting time. Is that what you want to do? You want to waste time? You want to let your life go by and nothing happens? Because that's a possibility. That can happen. You should have a fear, oh my God, of that not happening. I can't let this happen. You have to run every day like David Goggins, boy. You got to get going. You have to let that fear of missing out on the best things that life has to offer cripple you inside. So the harder you work, the less you feel that. And the more you feel that, I guarantee you, the less you're doing. So you have to get to work. And it's literally not even about killing yourself every day, trying to work so hard like a David Goggins. It's just about, and yes, you got to work hard too, but it's just about the consistency. It's about staying on track. It's about not messing up. Like, it's honestly so easy to win today because so many guys are just useless. And women. It can be bad both ways, bro, but at the end of the day, the disciplined woman that preserved herself, that didn't let every dude go off inside her, is going to win. And she preserved herself, and she has self-respect, and she knows her worth, she knows her value, and she's not delusional. Because there's women out here, bro, saying, I know my worth, I know my value. And you know what they done? They let some cokehead on a second date go off inside them. Yeah. You sure know your worth, Queen. You sure know your worth. Oh my God, do you ever? It's laughable, bro. So those women that go on, I know my worth and all this stuff, they literally be in those exact situations. You know your worth, huh? Yeah, that's what you're worth. I guess you're right. That's what you're worth. You let a cokehead smash on the second date. Totally. That's what you're worth. It's incredible. The stuff you hear, and bro, it's incredible. So, there's lots of value in certain women today, and there's lots of value in certain men today, but you actually have to become that. You actually have to become a real woman and a real man. And you're going to do that through consistent efforts. You're not going to do that by going out and getting slammed and getting sloshed and all this other kind of stuff. You're going to fall off. You're going to be a bum. There's things we all have to do every single day. And if we don't do it, we pay the price. And it's not a good price, so you might as well pay the price of discipline, because at least you're going to get rewarded in tenfold for it. Life is going to be painful. You're going to have to go through things. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. And in the end, I promise you guys right now, you get rewarded the most. And like Muhammad Ali said, suffer now and live the rest of your life like a champion. And ain't nothing happened by mistake, bro. You can make mistakes, but nothing happens by mistake. If we get ourselves caught up in a situation we shouldn't have been in, we have to learn from that mistake. And I mean actually learn from it. Not do cocaine 100 times and then say you're never going to do it again, but you do it 101st time. Like, what the are you doing? You tell yourself you're going to quit drinking. You tell yourself you're going to quit smoking and all this stuff, but yet you got another pack of cigarettes. Like, what the are you doing? Like, that's pretty stupid, if you ask me. If you really want to quit, you could. If you really want to be more disciplined, you could. If you really wanted it, you could. But you don't want it that bad. You actually don't. Like, you actually don't even care. And that should bother you. But it don't. And that's concerning. Like, it's actually concerning. Like, I don't know what you're going to do. Your father does not know what you're going to do, and your father is concerned. I am concerned. I am your father. I'm concerned about you because I don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Some people's kids, boy. Some people's kids. But like I said, man, all men must go down that path, like I did in my late teens and all throughout my 20s. You got to say no to stupid friends. You got to say no to ratchet females who are not even close to your level. You have to say yes to being disciplined in every way around the board. You have to live that life. And there's going to be times of loneliness for the simple fact that no one's going to want to stick around and be so disciplined with you. No one's going to want to do that, bro. So you have to do it by yourself and with God. You know what? You're never alone. It's going to be you and it's going to be God. And you guys understand how powerful that is? It's extremely powerful. There is nothing on earth more powerful than that. So wrap your mind around that. And stop looking around for people to surround yourself with to make you feel better or more comfortable or like you fit in more. Why do you want to fit in? That's the real question. If you're wanting to fit in, if you're wanting to be a part of all this degeneracy and all that stuff, you ain't not chosen. Chosen ones stand out. Chosen ones do not fit in. We are here for an actual purpose. Not for what society has become. Because as far as I'm concerned, these women out here, bro, got about 1,000 followers. And you know what? They think they're all that because they look half good. and they have 1,000 followers. And it's a joke. There's women that don't even have a page that outdo you by 100,000 miles. These women out here today, bro, thinking they're all that because they have 1,000 followers on Instagram. And they look half good. I'll tell you what you are. You're half cooked. And we all know you're half cooked. But anyways, guys, that is that. You guys get the point, man. I don't gotta say anymore. And that is the end of this video. So I'll see y'all in the next. Don't forget to come follow me on IG. Exact same username as here on YouTube. With that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.